So what have I been doing lately? Not a whole lot, but so this big open space you see here, this is where my lift out section used to be. I had to remove it the day before I went to Amherst because I got a call from the water department saying that they need to come out and install a meter, which goes down in there. And he managed to put it in, but then he was telling me that the space needs to be a little bigger. So in the summer, I guess I'm gonna be figuring out a way or cutting that wall section out and fixing the panel, making it a little bigger so they can access it a little better. And up there, I have the panels to my gas meters and shut-off valves and whatnot. But that's what I've been doing with that. And when I took that section out, it's well, it had braces, but also is held in place by 3 bolts. Unfortunately, I only found 1 bolt connected, so I got to figure out what happened to the other 2 bolts. And meanwhile, this is where the section been sitting in the garage. I did manage to do some touch-ups to it since it's been out here, but I'm eager to put it back together. And now that I got the section back in place, it's just a matter of rewiring everything, plugging everything back underneath, and plugging all the lightings back up in all the buildings. Of course, one of the downfalls of taking that panel out, it seemed like every time I take it out, I manage to break something. So, of course, it happened. So I got a few things I got to fix. It's nothing major, just little minor stuff. And then I got to find, that's one of the bolts there. I got to figure out where the other 2 are that keeps this whole section from moving and shifting around. Because trust me, the slightest movement or shifting does throw off the track alignment and causes headaches. You know how they go. So I'll get back to that in a little bit. So some of the items that I've been working on since my last update. So this multicolor structure here, this is new. I finally got around to finishing painting it up. So I'm gonna keep it simple with this. I'm gonna just basically add some window glazings in it, and I'm not gonna really do too much as far as trying to make interior, the interior visible or anything. It's just gonna be simple. The building next to it, I've kind of got around to prepping it as far as the lighting. I didn't get around to doing the interior yet. Same story with this one. I prepped it so I could put the lighting in it. I did put some of the windows in it mainly on the back side. Same story with that structure there. So I finally did paint it. I'm still working on it. That's why you can see that gap in the wall, because that wall is really not assembled yet. It's just in place, but finally got it painted. I got all the light. The lighting is in there permanently. The interior this will have a little bit of interior, mainly on the first floor, like the storefront portion of it. I don't know what type of structure store is going to be yet, but it will have some type of interior that's visible. So that's what I did on this corner. And so the main focus really lately been this corner here, because it's actually in a corner. So I've been working on the roadway. That road back there goes on a slight grade. I got all the rocks in place, most of the scenery is in place. Just a few spots I'm gonna touch up with brushes. The structure is done. I just gotta add the lighting to it, because, like I said, in this corner, right where the building ends, basically, that's where I want my drop back to end. So once I put the backdrop up, it's going to be a little complicated to work up in this corner. So that's why I've been like really pressing hard to get this corner done and over with. So I just got to do some, I glue one end of the roadway down. I got to glue that end down, and then use some plaster to line up the edge of this plaster part of the road here and match it up with the rest of the road. I'll probably do that tonight. And like I said, that's what I've been trying to do, get this corner done because I want to hurry up and get the backdrop put in. And then I'm going to focus on the structure here, the engine house, with the lighting and all the details for it. And so while I was lollygagging, between doing details and working on a layout, I discovered some of my YouTube buddies been tagging my layout. Somebody tagged my Braves appointment, said, "Where is Artie?" I like to know who did that. And then another YouTuber tagged my boxcar with FBMR. I wonder who that could be. But nevertheless, they got me. And some more YouTubers got me over here. I see up top it say Plumber 33, CR and E, GSB with the Georgia state next to it, and this Sparky 107. I wonder who these guys are. They've been tagging up my layout, so I'm gonna be careful and look around. I might find more, but that's what's been going on the layout. So last but least, so a few months ago, I was working on my the station. I was showing you what I did with it. So for the most part, the platform itself is finished, but I was debating whether to add the canopy, like the roof, the overhead roofing for it. I since scrapped that idea. So what I might end up doing is maybe adding maybe a shelter booth, like on each end, and maybe one in the middle, because not all train stations have a canopy, from end to end on an entire platform. And the other reason why I scrapped the idea, because when I was kind of experimenting with it, I realized that it kind of blocked the view of the platform itself. So that's really not the goal, to block the view of the platform. So for now, it'll just be an open air platform until I add those shelter booths and do some signage. I haven't got around to the signage yet, but I do have some stuff in mind and some stuff I'm going to do to it. But that's it, and that'll conclude this update. See you next time. So one last thing. So I have been working on designs for stickers. Nothing really finalized right now. I'm still playing around, tweaking around with some designs and ideas. With that being said, to coincide with that sticker, most likely the channel name will change slightly. It'll still be representing the Southwest Railroad. Like I said, depending on how that sticker comes out and what I incorporate in it. So that'll be the thing with that. And the goal is to have these stickers done and ready by October. That's the idea and the plan I'm shooting for. So I'll keep you updated, informed on that, with the progress. If it is progress, if it ain't, I'll let you know. But until then, stay tuned and I'll keep you up to date.